fired, banned, or removed or deplatformed. So yeah, you're right that people like this are super political because people are tired of having their spaces taken over and then being demonized inside of their own spaces. That's the reason why.
Our strategy here remains focused on enhancing the experiences of all employees. Dude, get the hell away from these freaks. Good lord, this is absolutely insane. And it just keeps getting worse. The doubling down just keeps getting worse. And then Grums actually tags Pete Hegseth, the new Secretary of Defense.
This I thought was funny.
Activision has a joint program with the DoD, do they not, for the Call of Duty Endowment Program. This is what their president sent out to the entire company today, doubling down on DEI. Since you are now the Secretary of Defense, I thought this should be brought to your attention. Thank you, sir. Let's freaking go.
The people like Grums are as
I'm just looking at what he said. Is it true or not?
Yes, I am retweeting this right now.
That's what we have like that. That's not the point.
Let them know exactly how they are trying to poison the minds of every single person involved with this process. It's absolutely disgusting. I think the veteran program should take a look into why Call of Duty Activision president is doubling down on DEI.
Well, anyway, so this happened. Like, I think this is all about shit, right? But anyway, this guy, it's kind of shocking to me. Blizzard employee actually wants you to die. We're not going to watch this whole thing.
All right, here we go.
We're not going to go through the whole thing. But anyway, so this guy is going and making tweets about this, talking about advocating for killing people. This is insane. That's absolutely fucking insane to go and do that. Like, this is nuts. Look at this.
I don't know, merit he gets? This guy,
yeah.
Kyle Hickey,
is it recent?
On Facebook, posted on January 21st.
Yeah, it's like
6 days ago.
It's not like some posts he made in 2010.
Kill your local MAGA. Apparently, this is from Nicole Williams. Oh, okay, it's not Nicole Williams. It's a very generic name.
And so you've got a lot of people here. You got a lot of these people. I mean, he's posting this on his official Facebook account, right? With his real name and everything on it. So it's not like this is somebody like using telemetry to find out who this person is anonymously. He's going full mask on.
So you're not going to be able to find that.
Yeah.
Apparently, the
pasó?
second time Trump experience includes the up.
Se puso la batalla negra.
Sí, no viste que estaba esperando a jugadores.
Ah.
Ah, mira. Sí, récord. Listo.
And most average people get along. Even Democrats and Republicans get along. Everybody else is fine. It's just a handful of terminally online, self-radicalized, mentally ill psychos that are sitting on the internet all day that have convinced themselves that they're part of a revolution. Those are the people that you're really getting the problem from. Everybody else doesn't matter. There doesn't care.
And push forward. But I don't. There are no words for this. We got Mark Drake who says, "Smash JT, imagine being a colleague of his and working next to him, or on a video call, and then finding out he said this on social media."
Well, the problem is that a lot of the people that care about it and they like it. Those people agree with it. That's the problem.
Add to that.
That's the issue.
Imagine being a colleague of his and being a Trump voter.
Did it not load?
wasn't
being a Trump voter.
There we go. Why is this
Alright, here we go. So, journal. Say, and vote being a Trump voter.
I don't know how I just ran to the right spot. Okay.
I'd imagine the interactions that would be a little bit awkward. So you can keep saying, oh, we need to clean out the police and get rid of them. Why does these police keep coming in? Look to the top.
No entres, está muy apro.
Hire them.
America's angry. I think that actually most people are like they have like their own personal problems, but most people just like want to go about their day and not have anybody interrupt them or like try to fuck with them. That's what most average people want.
Writing this kind of shit out there and enabling that.
That's the average person.
And it doesn't stop. Those people get removed and are replaced by people that follow the law and want a merit-based system. Okay, here we go. So the next part. Kyle Hickey on Movie Games.
Acá está.
Warcraft.
Son dos.
What is the biggest retailer
Son dos. El otro. Ahí está, acá.
Yeah.
Uy, te cubrí la espalda mal, boludo.
Okay, wow. Who could have possibly guessed? What a shocker.
Está subiendo otro. Dos. Por la trinchera.
This is his Facebook page.
A la C.
This is the number.
Uy, le saqué vida con la granada.
Saying, oh, they follow me.
Están subiendo otros dos.
Update. Alec Eaton, Microsoft Blizzard employee who heard the murder of Trump voters has deleted or locked his X, LinkedIn, and Facebook profile. Wow. Still a statement from his employer after multiple requests for release. And then this is following up on the initial Microsoft employee was an activist.
Por la izquierda o por la derecha.
By Microsoft.
Lo maté.
Mega Trump.
Me mataron.
Said something that was negative or racist in the
¡Puta madre!
people believe the companies into making a statement, and then the statements
Necesito
how
una...
much they care about inclusion and everything, and how much they care about diversity. But now that it's the other way around, these companies don't want to say anything about it. So the statement itself isn't necessarily the point. The point is that there's a double standard where people are making companies capitulate to hate mobs. And so now when they see a company that's not, responding to this type of hate mob, which this basically is a hate mob, I think it's deserved. It is. Those people are just kind of unwilling. I think that's the reason why people went.
Comments?
Lo tengo.
Acquisition, Satya Nadella. What about Xbox Player 3?
Ah, ¿qué?
This is wild shit. This is the kind of shit.
Todavía no puedo ver el mapa.
This was one of the no-fly list. This is crazy. This is one of those.
Uy, estoy en el avión. Uy, me explotaron.
And make sure you're good. Like after a couple of weeks in some sort of retirement homes.
Entró uno por la casa roja. Desde la ventana. No, yo no lo puedo creer, le bajé el cargador todo al lado mío, hermano, todo al lado mío, cuidado. Ay, lo rompí. Ay, yo no lo puedo creer, boludo, qué pajero, culiado. Qué pajero, hermano. No quiero jugar más, boludo, me deprime este juego. Me deprime, man. Se tan choto, boludo. gracias. Me cubriste mal, boludo. Adentro de la ventana.
Este no lo veo, yo estoy a la izquierda. Ah, bueno, pero veo también.
Cabezazo.
Sigue por la izquierda. Espera que voy y te revivo.
Oh, Dios. No, me acaba.
Te revivo.
Sí, dale. Lo que me hace este juego es malo, boludo. Está malo lo que me hace este juego.
Vale, tú no te-
Hay uno que está sniper arriba. Están yendo todos. Están yendo todos a la. Están muy heavy.
Me escorcharon. Están todos a la izquierda, las colitas.
Sí.
Cabezazo, 343. Cabezazo, 252. Cabezazo, 206.
We're going to be at the point where like this happens and there's anything other than bad things that come out of it. So I am really hoping to see that these people start getting held accountable. So yeah, no, you go back and watch the beginning of the stream. Like, okay, but yeah, it's and trust me, like you're right, it's nuts. But anyway, yeah, go look at like other things, and I want to start playing some games. It looks like, bro, we are in the age of Karens. Oh my god, it is going crazy. Everybody is trying to contact sponsors, message sponsors, doing shit like that. It is insane. And so anyway, let's go back over here. We'll take a look at it. And we've got Ethan Klein asking fans to send a polite letter to Amazon's VP to Twitch CEOs protecting extremism. And we can obviously see what this is. This is a big post right here. And Dan Clancy doesn't care about anti-Semitism. Let's see his boss, Steve Boom, and see how you feel about that. Twitch is so mismanaged because it's too small to part of Amazon for them to care. But this can be flipped. Amazon would rather it burn than let it affect their stock price 0.1% headlines. Dan Clancy directly reports to Steve Boone, sent a polite email to Steve letting him know a concise, brief example of Twitch's anti-Semitism problem. I think that Twitch has an extremism problem, and I think that it has that problem sorry, it's about employees. I think that
Dentro de casa está.
why the extremism is so bad is because it's been allowed to get this bad. And when you have people that are able to promote any type of terrorism or something like that, this is obviously crossing the line. It's very, very, very obviously crossing the line. Any reasonable person knows that it's crossing the line. And because it's still happening and nothing ever was done about it, I don't know what to say. Yeah, infighting happening in Twitch.
No murió.
What I'm saying is that the infighting is what's going to happen is going to be vastly cataclysmic.
Yo te curo.
I could see Twitch rolling back. Like, there's a good chance that Twitch could just make doing politics completely against it. I could easily
lo veo.
if Amazon actually gets involved with this.
Ay, qué manera de errar las balas, culiao.
Good, that'd be based. Yeah, just back to just gaming. Maybe you're right. And that's it. Uchisek was socialist, reformists, and revolutionaries in the second group must be jailed. People don't need to be jailed for something that was because they want a revolution or something like that. They want to change things politically. They need to be jailed for
Lo veo.
violence.
Está la cabecita ahí.
Dan Clancy's
Me mato.
Red laughing every time sexual violence against him was mentioned.
No, yo no.
Talking about how she would recreate 9/11 out of cake if she reached the subscriber goal. I'm gonna be honest, I love edgy jokes. I'm not off Rogan doing that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't really care. But there were a million other things that she was doing that weren't a joke, and I would care about those instead. And it's a base move. Yeah, I really just don't give a shit. And anyway, these Amazon guys are too busy to know the inner workings of Twitch. Enough people
Vamos al C. Yo estoy en C, sí.
This actually will work. And I think that it will work in a way that is bad, but I think that people are so fed up with the amount of double standards and the amount of lack of moderation and accountability that's happened on Twitch. I think that people are willing to effectively try to burn the entire thing down because they're so fucking frustrated that nothing has been done after over a year. And I think that there's been over a year of, extremist rhetoric and extremist language that in almost all cases was curtailed and not punished at all. And it's been way longer, maybe like 2 years. Example? Well, what kind of examples do you want, right? What's the point of it? Is it going to be playing terrorist propaganda, talking about hoping soldiers get PTSD, let's see, calling people crackers? I mean, I would say, putting if they say you got $100,000 for somebody to put a hit out on Destiny, I would say this kind of stuff is, this is all really...
Se apaga solo. ¿Quieres apretar cancel?
Super.
Así no suena más.
And, yeah, they are terrorists. I mean, yeah, that was definitely...
Gracias.
I think this is going to work. I do. I think that enough people complaining to Amazon and complaining to the people that run Twitch.
Lo maté y me mató.
The people that run Twitch. I think that it will absolutely have a negative effect on the entire website. And the fact is, like, I think it sucks. It does suck. But they let it happen. They did. And I don't know what to say. Not wrong. I think that you'd really be surprised about this. Yeah, I really think that you'd be surprised. I don't think that people realize how unpopular this kind of stuff is. So censoring freedom of speech is now what people want because of anti-Semitism. So the problem isn't that it's a censoring of freedom of speech. Because if it was censoring of freedom of speech, if you were actually against that, you would be advocating for Destiny to not be banned on Because Destiny got banned on Twitch. Why is Destiny banned on Twitch? Why is he banned? He called someone inbred? Right. There's no reason. So, if you want to have a free speech...
¿Qué lugar de mierda? Odio esta montaña, boludo.
That's totally fine.
La odio más, la montaña esta, el orto.
No, there have been people that have been banned on Twitch because of their viewpoints and because of their speech that should be unbanned.
No, me hace mal este juego.
And number two, that speech that violates the law should
Estoy muy culeado, boludo.
action. Things like death threats and calls to violence. I think these things just even if you are a big advocate of free speech, you can't have your cake and eat it too. LSF is angry at you again for liking Kyle Rittenhouse? Well, it wouldn't be the first time LSF has sided with pedophiles. I think they did last week, right? Whenever I said they gotta catch them all thing, and then people were getting mad at me. Basically, the ICE caught a illegal alien pedophile, and I said that I was hoping to go with a helmet and dress up as to catch them all, right? Like Pokemon. And I got a big hate thread about it. People got really mad about it. And so it makes sense, right? It makes sense that they're going to be mad about that. Yeah, no, I totally support Kyle Rittenhouse. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, he's a free man, and the two people that he killed are dead. So, that's it. Doesn't really matter, does it? And so, yeah, people are so upset. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. It's Reddit. It's a weird echo chamber of nonsense anyway. Well, I just think people know that he doesn't like that. I think he's a hero. Like, I don't know about the word hero. I think that he did a good thing. I do. I think he did a good thing, and I think the world's a better place because he killed his people. I do. They were criminals. One of them was a sex predator. And yeah. That's what I do. You defended some criminals? Yeah. They definitely ain't a hero. But we made the world a better place. They tried to kill him? Yeah, they did. It was self-defense. If they didn't attack him, it would have never happened. Self-defense isn't a crime. No, it's not. And this is unfortunate. What happens is that some people think self-defense is a crime, and you know, self-defense is bad when it's done by somebody who you disagree with. But that's not how I see it. He was not from that town at all. So what's the logic here? Because Kyle Rittenhouse wasn't from that town, then he shouldn't be allowed to defend himself? I don't understand that. I don't care about state laws. Why would I don't care about that. It doesn't matter, man. It's bullshit. So yeah, anyway, he drove there looking for a fight. Yeah, and they gave it to him. And maybe they should think twice before starting a fight with somebody with a fucking AR. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Che, Carlos, me olvidé, a las 7 de la tarde tengo que ir a hacer una cosa con la bota. Y después cuando no sabes que voy a volver, boludo. Él me dijo que caigamos a las 8, pero después de esa hora, así todo bien. Así que vuelvo y te aviso, dale.
Ahí te decís la vuelta.
A la hora que vuelvo, bro.
Dale.
shooting them at school? So he made them physically.
Westvale.
Okay, that's
La Max.
Yeah, I had no idea. And the people were there, they were just ran.
Westvale, no, La Guaira no, pero.
Listen.
La Max.
The court decided he was innocent. That's why he's a free man.
Lo de la merca viviente.
So there you go.
Sí.
Yeah, I don't need to debate this. I don't need to argue. There's a court case for it. It's already been decided. It's done. So yeah. That's all there. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, let's see. The third comment, if I see anything sections of questions should be able to advocate for reasons or ban both kinds of talk. I don't think that's true either. I think that it's very easy to advocate for Palestinians or advocate for people in Israel without advocating for rapes, murder, or terrorism, or focused killing on civilians. Both of these things are active. The idea that you can't separate, you know, a political movement from killing innocent civilians and advocating for rape is just insane. I think that you can easily say that. I think that's what you believe. So yes, I mean, like, how many of you guys feel the exact same way with them?
Anda más arriba, el chotario. Pero qué otario, eso, amigo. Amigo. Más arriba, así le disparo. Estoy en el avión disparando torreta. Es que este mogólico que maneja, man, es retardado. En vez de ir arriba y yo estar disparando. Las maniobras que hace el culiado. Se tira un par de bombas. Qué bombardero pelotudo eso, amigo.
Some of them are extremists. You're right that some of them are extremists. But to say that categorically they're extremists is unfair. Is that because it dehumanizes them as individuals? Because there's a lot of people there that don't believe them. And so,
Están entrando lo loco.
just like in America, yeah, just like in Russia or anything like that. And it's the same as Israel. There's people
Uy,
in
vieja.
Israel that are
¿Te rayó?
I think that they don't really like what's happening, but they can't really do anything about it. And so, I feel like that was really, like, that was kind of what I thought about that situation, is that even in a lot of these like cultures that I find impressive, in a lot of cases, there are a lot of people that are either part of that culture or have left that culture because it's aggressive. And I think that's very fair, and it's okay to acknowledge that. And we don't have to...
Tengo tantas personas apuntándome que no sé cuál dispararme, culiao.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I said at the time that happened, is that I said something that I think was I shouldn't have said. I said it in a bad way, and I got in trouble for it. I think that's what's fair and that's what should happen. Right? Like that's the system working.
Está bueno este lugar.
That it should be working. So the problem isn't that it happened to me. The problem is that it doesn't happen. My friends are on that. She's bad. And so anyway, the point that I'm making is that it's very, very easy for you to advocate for other people without advocating for terror. It's actually so easy to do.
¿Qué le pasa a ese mogólico que corre como un mogólico en el patio?
You can't do that, and they can easily see the difference. The problem is that you have like a really, really small subset of people.
¿Cómo hacen para construir esa cosa de... esa torre de bolsa de papa, boludo?
And those people are radicalizing, and the problem is that they're radicalizing more than 90% to be either for or against it, and it's been very
Wow.
Those poor people are being used as a shield.
¡Aprende a jugar, hombre!
It's happening for anything.
Se puede, boludo.
It's bad to target illegal, different conversations I was thinking about earlier. Innocent people who have nothing to do with it.
Ah, la mierda.
Right? I mean, it's that simple. Why is it insanely vengeful? The people whose family members are bombing houses are radical.
Tranquilo, Pepe, tranquilo. Uy. ¡Qué ocote, boludo! ¡Afgano de mierda! Volvé a tu país. ¿Qué? ¿Qué?
Pescaditos.
¿Están bien?
Toma.
¿Están bien?
¿Cómo que también? Sí.
No están quemados.
No, también, ¿qué coño?
Bueno, pero ahí voy, boludo.
No, todo eso que bajo la escalera.
Tranqui, tranqui, ahí voy. A ver, ¿cómo? Termina esto y bajo.
Es que es peña una bahía, ¿ves? Mira, puedes salir donde está ese o de este lugar. Espérate.
Yeah, I think that people are too concerned with the optics of a conversation like this. That a lot of people aren't really willing to approach it. And I think that it's really easy to it's easy to look at it from a more reasonable perspective. As Memphis Safe 2 + 2 = 6, Japanese fan with the app, funny to watch. Well, no, I think that's what's happening. Is Twitch still on the anti-Semitic nonsense? Yeah, a little bit. Your perspective is right. Yeah, I think so. And I bet if you talk to a lot of these guys that are in like the Taliban or Al Qaeda or Mujahideen or like ISIS, I bet a lot of them would probably agree with me. And they would say, yeah, that is a big part of it. Absolutely, that's a huge part of it. Because a lot of the guys that run these terrorist organizations, they're not stupid. Like, I mean, maybe the on-the-ground boots guys are kind of dumb, sure. But the people that are running them are not stupid. Like, for example, like, didn't Osama bin Laden go to Cambridge or something? They're not dumb at all. He went to Yale? Yeah, he did. And once you understand that, it's easier to look at these people and see them for what they are. You can understand why someone did something and still be against it. Luigi, for example. Yeah, I think that everybody... How many of you guys feel this way about Luigi? You agree with Luigi about everything except for shooting the guy. Everything else, you agree with them all. It's like you can't shoot somebody, but everything else, like, yeah, true, bro, you're right. Luigi Bros, exactly right. Yeah, everybody is agreeing with this. I refuse to answer. Yeah, sure. Dude, sympathetic to barbarians? Yeah. Yeah. See, like, I think that a lot of people try to focus on being right. And, like, because, I mean, those are people, right? And some people get turned into barbarians by being in a situation that's barbaric. Absolutely. Yes, 100%. That's what happens. No, as when public shooting and terrorism, two very different things. You can't equate those. I was just giving an example. That's it. Empathetic more than sympathetic? Yeah. You have to look at like where other people are coming from and what other people are thinking. You can't be sympathetic to a group of people that literally want you dead. but you can understand why they want you dead. Right? I mean, I don't know. I think that's very fair. Yeah, know your enemy. Know your enemy, exactly.
Nazi detected.
Obama should have them. I don't want to bomb people. I don't want to deal with that at all. Doesn't matter if we understand them. They want us dead anyway. Look, I think that I have a very reasoned and measured approach to this. I know that a lot of people are very extreme about it. It's going to be hard for everybody to see eye to eye with this. But I think that my perspective is informed by the most human perspective that you can have. And I understand why a lot of people are like hyper negative and like hyper aggressive about it. But I just don't think that it's realistic. So yeah, it's just being self-aware of why people might not like you. Yeah, exactly. People can't understand the America implication of these countries. These people don't get radicalized for nothing. Yeah, sure. But it's a valid method. By technological, I try to be, right? But anyway, we'll watch this and then I'll move on. This is a very, very rare moment. This almost never happens. Joe Rogan made a tweet. He's explaining why apparently the Kamala Harris campaign lied about Joe Rogan.
I guess it's probably a good time to talk about this. There was a thing that came out recently. There was a book. There was some book about the Kamala Harris campaign where they talked about her getting on this show. And they said a bunch of things that weren't true. They talked to, supposedly talked to like 150 different people about her.
Gritos de Pedro Sánchez, hijo de el evento de artes marciales de Jordi Wild. Al inicio del espectáculo, el presentador daba entrada a la Guardia Pretoriana, uno de los grupos de luchadores ante lo que el Shocas se cuadraba y levantaba el brazo derecho, imitando el saludo de Nancy. Yo para el redactor del diario. Entonces, absolutamente lamentable. Yo no voy a denunciar ni nada de eso porque son grupos de extrema izquierda que son patéticos. De verdad, lo único que trae es mucha vergüenza. Y a la gente progresista que estáis aquí, también deberíais señalar, porque esto no es progresismo. Y si eres de un tipo de progresismo que forme parte de esto, te aconsejo y te recomiendo que revises tus valores. Para los que no lo hayáis visto...
Había un bien.
Cada vez es más falsa.
¿Pues eso está ahí?
No.
Si hubiesen dicho, hijo de puta, ¿tú cuál crees que hubiese sido mi reacción? Bueno, anyways, a lo que pone por aquí un tuitero, el consigliado este que es un cabrón, dice, Shocas está. Esto hizo eco de, a pesar de ir vestido de romano y haber hecho su...
Les provoca el pedo estos pelotudos, ellos hacen esto para que después hablen todo esto. O sea, el público de este guacho son niños de 4 años.
Fascistas a todo el mundo. Yo no tengo nada. El Shocas es un va de antisistema, pero son la esencia sociales y desde todos los frentes. Ellos lo tienen claro. Vamos a ver. Bueno, es el típico al que yo tenía bloqueado desde hacía tiempo y que, bueno, lo primero que tiene es el perfil de buscar. Bueno, ya sabéis un poquito el perfil de esta lista, pero contexto. Voy a añadir una nota. Esto tiene 3.000 likes y lo han visto, bueno, no me sale 1.200.000 personas, de las cuales potencialmente se han creído que yo soy un puto con el asco que me da el nazismo y cualquier movimiento en práctica de este tipo. Pero yo estaba diciendo, hostia, pero ¿por qué me acusaría algo si yo no he hecho eso? ¡La Guardia Pretoriana! La Guardia Pretoriana. Y se ve como mi compañero Gonzalo está levantando el dedo. Porque arriba había pantallas. Y estábamos presentando Jordi Wild, que estaba saliendo de las pantallas. Lo que sucedió no es que yo hiciese ningún tipo de yo lo que estaba haciendo es en el vídeo original, si recortas, se ve claramente como el Shocker levanta el brazo, pero con el puño cerrado, con el índice extendido. No se aprecia en ningún momento que no se haga nazi durante la transmisión. Y el final está fuera de plano. De hecho, él mismo criticó veis aquí en vídeo, hemos llevado el tema de los nazis y los comunistas sobre el tipo. Hay muchas formas que no se relacionan con un movimiento nazi. Pero esto es que lo que pasó.
Sí, yendo. Uf. Dale. Sí. Partida desconectada. Ah, no, para. Ahí yo te mandé ahí.
No sé conectarme.
Ahí está.
Ahí estamos. Dale, dale, dale.
Listo.
¿La de arriba?
Sí.
Uy, el desierto. Aquí vamos a poder campear.
Sí. Yo directamente estoy usando la de la mira. La Lienfeld.
Because you're a waste. What was it that I said that made you upset? At least to use the right word, right? Just an idiot forgot to put his thinking cap on.
Vieja, ¿cómo están? Ahí me vengo. Ay, no.
We gotta get through this, okay, man? Like we're gonna get this. We can't wrap this up. We're gonna have to damn this guy. Yeah, this guy. Come on, man. You gotta cook. Oh, you're subscribed. I just realized. Did somebody gift him a sub? Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything that he's unhappy about? Yeah. So there's no. This guy's wasting everybody's time. He is. All right. Let's see. Did he respond? Did he didn't? We're just gonna ban. Sorry. You have your time. We just can't. We can't spend enough time on it. Sorry. Let's go.
You have a distributed like
Sí.
We had that hiccup.
Me acaban de mochar la cabeza. Hay dos simulaciones que no se muevan, ¿sí?
know for sure there were some people that were supposedly on her staff that were against her doing it. They thought it was bad. Because, you know, it's a bunch of wokesters. They're basically in a cult.
Sí.
You have a distributed, like, if you're willing to go on Fox News, you talk to, what's that guy's name, Brett Breyer, where they cut that off after 2 minutes. When they did that, that's what
Uy, pasó uno acá al lado nuestro. ¿Lo viste? ¡Qué buena que no te partida, culiao! Esta es.